Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Call to Action podcast. We're here, and I am here with my favorite person to co-host with, Alex Mack.
Hi. Hello.
Hey. And today we are reacting to a very big Rookie Bowl match. The Rookie Bowl of the Year, Oyama v. Ellison.
Whoop, whoop.
Before we start in on this little reaction thing, Alex, who you got?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to watch this match. We just did an interview with Chance Ellison, and it was fantastic. Our boy James, Danny, and Nat kicking ass and, really interviewing him, and he was so good. And it really got me really excited for this match, not just because these are two of our top rookie players of Schmoedown in general, but they're also one of the first players to really come from the fan leagues to really show that they're really taking Schmoedown, its seriousness, its competitiveness to the next level. So these two guys going head to head is like, I'm scared to see it. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it because I know we're finally getting the answer. So I have no idea right now. I really don't.
Ooh, yeah, it's going to be – I'm hoping it's going to be close. I've been avoiding Facebook and all the comments on it because that's just a death zone because I'm a responsible person. And if you haven't watched the match, don't go to social media. It's not that hard, guys. That's
what?
Oh, hot take here.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Is that how it works, Dylan? I'm flabbergasted.
If you don't go look for spoilers, you won't find spoilers. It's not that hard. But here we are. Let's go ahead and I'm going to count it down, and I'm going to start the match. So from the point 0 of the video, for the rest of it, we're going to be going. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. And that's mostly for our good buddy and co-host James, who will edit this and put it at the bottom, make it look all nice and neat so we can all watch the match together. But he hates it when we skip it because I watch some of these early promos and I just want to get into like the match promos. So we got Rachel showing off that sexy inner geekdom belt. I'm stoked for this Smets and Kalamazoo match too.
I'm so excited. Kaiser, okay, I kind of wonder what Smets would be like without Kaiser by his side. And because Smets is obviously such a nice guy, he's such a chill dude, but at the same time, he's not there to be behind the mic. He's there to give answers and kick ass, in the league. He's not there to go about hype and interviews and stuff. So I'm glad it's Kaiser there to kind of really do some of that work for him. But yeah, whoever put this promo together, I mean, give him all the money. I mean, it's so good. It really is.
Oh, we got Zipper pouting again. Hell yeah.
Surprise.
Hey.
A pouting Zipper. Okay. A little zippity-doo-dah. I'm here for it. Okay.
But we got Kaiser.
So pity. What's wrong with you? I lost to Adam. I shouldn't have. I don't know what happened. Didn't I tell you not to take the match, not to sign the dotted line unless you knew I was going to be there? I told you. I was going to be in Bora Bora. Working land. You're the one who said you're not my manager yet, just trying it out, hip pocketing us, trying you out. This is not going to go against my record. I wasn't there. Just know that. The whole key to a tryout is letting me mentor you a little bit. Okay. The thing is, okay, you know what? Maybe you're right.
Own it, Zipper.
Yeah, I'm always right. The sooner you learn that, the sooner you're going to realize you and Oyama are talented. Yeah, prime time, he's a good player. You got a lot going on up here. Sometimes too much, okay? Maybe take a little vitamin C next time before you come to the Schmoedown and start kicking things around.
Zipper does have all the feelings.
You just need to believe it. Let's do it. All right, okay, we're going to do it. Just take me. Let's go get a sandwich. Yeah.
Like that we're feeding Zipper. Come on, big guy. Let's get you something to eat. You're clearly hungry.
Oh, God, it's happening. It is happening!
Singles league.
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, the all-female casting crew. Roxy and Emma on the scene. Hell yeah.
Roxy, what is the name of the faction that you're managing? I mean, you've got your two team, guys.
We're just odd.
Just odd.
Yeah, we're
The
just
odd
odd.
couple.
The odd couple is just odd.
You're just the odd folks.
Odd faction,
The odd
baby.
faction. There's an odd number of you, one manager and two
What
competitors.
a combination of hosts.
Competing upcoming
Comedians,
managers.
really. Kind of
Right.
really.
If we're looking at character stuff, Emma being on her side and Roxy being essentially heel,
Yeah.
I think there's a good collaboration. But Roxy does a good job of sitting there and not going full heel in commentary.
Absolutely. I really respect both of them. You know, managers, obviously, but, you know, as competitors, Roxy obviously has never been, you know, in the ring per se. But at the same time, you know, she's arguably one of the best managers we've ever had. Obviously. And I mean, currently she manages, you know, the current team belt holders, obviously. But also, I mean, Emma Five right there, also a former manager of a team of your team herself. So you can't deny, I mean, even though Emma, she's not exactly climbing the ranks in terms of IG or singles or anything,
Right.
you know, her real power and her real skills are really lies behind the desk, essentially.
I'm pretty sure. You know what I would have loved to see this commentary pair on the in the the collision match with Odd Couple and Shire Wolves.
Oh yeah.
Oh
my gosh, that would be interesting. Yes.
That would also be the most
That'd
biased
be a little,
commentary
I
ever.
feel like that'd be a little too on the nose, honestly.
Right.
But, you know,
I
I'm
think it'd be
here
a fun
for it.
dynamic. Sometimes let's just throw caution to win. Let's just have full bias commentary.
Why not? I mean, come on. Go big or go home.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see these spicy promos. All right.
I think he was one of these. I don't know if he's on 3 as Uncle Denzel. That's all.
Wow, man. Woo, for a 2-point lead. That's correct. That's correct.
I love they showed David O. Russell answer in the promo.
That is correct. Yeah, you're correct. Movie 43.
Son of a bitch.
Mila is my lady. I know the one. Social Boat Ring.
That is for the big 2 points.
Representing the family.
I'm not gonna lie, I got Paul in this match, mostly because I put him in my fantasy league. So if he costs me points, I will put him on.
He thinks it easy.
My gut tells me Paul, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't feel like we should underestimate Chance at the same time. One of the only reasons why I'm really kind of my gut is letting me go with Paul Oyama this time around is because recently he just set up his whoever did, they set up the fan. It's like his fan page essentially, and so usually that's a sign in this case that you know that after they win a match, right? And he's finally gaining traction. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if you're not a fan of the Paul Oyama Facebook group, check it out. I'm one of the moderators on there, so I would love if you come hang with us.
I need to get in on that. I need to join and have one other.
Yes.
Everything you are in this league.
He's so calm, Paul is. He's so chill. But also on the other side, you know, Chance, he's all intensity. He's all he's like in it to win it at the same time.
Yeah, like I'm not sleeping on Chance. Like Chance is a super good player, so I'm stoked for it. And it would be close. Paul's also an action dude, so I feel better about voting for him on that. But again, I put him in my fantasy league early on, so.
Yeah, Paul's like from the same area neck of the woods as I am, which is funny. He has family that's like literally like less than 20 miles away from me.
Is it really?
Yeah, literally. So he says he comes down to my he comes over to the St. Louis area like once a year or so for family. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Let's go hang out sometime. We need to next come over for Christmas or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Let's do an interview. Yeah.
That shows how dedicated podcasters we are. We're sitting here like, oh, Christmas time for family. No.
Why do we do the interview? More time for interviews. Oh man, Kalinowski he's really amping it up, you know, with this. I mean, he's such a great, not only competitor, obviously, but he's like, I feel like he's one of those really great all around characters. He's great at interviews. He's great with promos.
Yeah.
It's promos and scenes, and also behind the desk. I really don't see a real flaw behind him. He's just so great all around.
Counthouse is really a jack of all trades. I agree with that.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of that goes back to him being an actor. He has such a big acting background where he's very comfortable in improvising and kind of doing that kind of thing.
Right.
Try making a little fun for the fans. And you care.
Damn it, Chance!
To take you down in that ring and punch my ticket to collision. Look, Chance, you might have gotten.
They were just hang out. Like they never did a match before together, right? In the fan leagues or anything. Is that right?
What's that?
They've never done a match together or anything in the fan leagues.
No, not 1v1.
Yeah. By the time Chance Ellison was able to get into the Schmoedown for real, by that time it was like within like a week or so before they would have played.
Right.
There you have it.
And at that point, when you're doing Schmoedown stuff, man, you've already done upgraded. You probably don't do too much backwards.
You've done upgraded, girl.
Mm-hmm.
You've done upgraded. Or should I say boy?
They have proven that they have the knowledge there, but I don't know. It could really be anybody's game here. It's a tough call.
There's a little bit of cocky.
Now, question for you. I did post something along these lines on Facebook not too long ago, but we have so many baby fresh new players. Obviously, we have Chance Ellison. That's part of corruption, but and Paul Oyama, he's kind of in the wheelhouse with Kaiser and Smets and everything and Zipper, whatever that faction's is.
Sure, dungeon heads, if you will.
But we have so many brand new players that are faction-less that have so much potential, obviously, and we haven't really heard any talk about them joining. Is there any particular new players that you really want to see join one of these well-known factions, such as the Kid or Liz Shannon Miller? Or we even saw a Video Drew. I know she responded a few times to our Twitter page as well.
Video Drew is a big fan. I'm a big fan of Video Drew on our Twitter page and stuff like that. Video Drew I can see being either Video Drew or the Kid being. I can see the first being in either a starting new faction because it seems like storylines are kind of coming together where it could be Biz and the Kid do a tag team thing and they may start just a team.
I don't know about that. I honestly I can picture Video Drew and hear me out. Whitney Seibold coming together.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
Because there seems like there's this growing rift between them. Oh, he's coming out. And growing rift between Bibbs and Seibold and everything going on. And Bibbs might be taking the Kid under his wing. Mm-hmm. And, Seibold might be like, you know what, fuck this. I need to amp it up. I need to find someone that's just as serious about this as I am. And I need to amp it up. So maybe he's like, I need to find a new teammate. Who knows?
I wouldn't mind even looking back on having Video Drew be a part of the Edward Hewick tag match.
Wait, hold up. Is Chance Ellison really the
undercard? Yeah, I mean he's got a worse record.
Undercard here?
Yeah, he's considered the underdog in this based on stats.
That's weird to me, considering he's played more matches, part of a team and part of singles.
But Oyama has a better record. He's undefeated so far.
Okay, I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, look at Zipper coming out. Hell yeah. Oh, we got the official dungeon label right there on the name. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oyama also made the choice to wear.
I love that Grace just stands in the way of Paul.
By the way, with that Chance.
All right.
I know.
Zipper has so much potential to do so much better. I wonder if he's just getting nervous. Is he not studying as he used to? It's just what is getting to him?
Zipper's not been in the right mindset for it either, though. Like that whole last match.
Mindset's huge, absolutely.
Right, like he went in there pretty much. It just felt like he was just ready to lose instead of ready to win, and that makes it.
I can definitely understand that. Absolutely.
Right.
So there's definitely a lot on the line here today, and then if Oyama should emerge victorious, and I guess that's going to put.
I'm just not realizing that Emma's wearing what looks like a cupcake shirt or something like that.
Is that a cupcake shirt?
It's either a cupcake shirt or possibly Cinderella. The fact that I'm not sure says a lot.
Yeah, I definitely.
I think you're right. I think it is a cup picture. That is a whole pile of icing. That's right.
But I'm about that shirt. That shirt's really sweet.
All right.
Is that a pun?
Let's go over the rules.
All right, we're going over the rules. Round one. Alex, you got your whiteboard? You ready to play?
Let's do this.
I'm ready to get all of maybe 3 points in this game because I'm terrible in regular movie trivia.
Let's give it something. Let's get something like rom-coms. I need it. Give me rom-coms or coming-of-age movies, please.
Give me Nolan. Nolan is what I would actually do good in.
Oh gosh, Nolan, sweet Jesus.
Oh
Which
boy.
will allow you to have a question repeated should you need it.
Or just give me Inner Geekdom categories. That's fine too. I can hang in Inner Geekdom for a little bit. Speaking of, shout out to our boy Brandon Hanna, fan of the show and fellow action buddy.
Yeah.
I'm getting this first match in that 4-way.
Oyama,
I can't wait to see him in action here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves it. He worked so hard, and true, he is a traitor for being on Ben's side throughout this whole process. But, at the end of the day, I stand by my team when I say it. We still respect talent. Unfortunately, even as much as we want to punch him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So, there we go. Oh, he has his lucky marker.
Hey, all right, Schmoedown. Let's do it.
Roxy Schreier, would you please do the honor of asking the first question?
Yes, absolutely. First question in the category of action/adventure. Action-adventure. Here we go. What singer plays Auntie Entity in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Waterworld is actually basically just the exact same film as the second Mad Max.
What singer plays Auntie Entity? You got this, Alex?
I think so.
4,
That's one of us.
3, 2,
Got Meryl Streep.
1. Oyama.
Tina Turner.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yes.
Also correct.
Perfect game so far.
Perfect game.
Perfect game from
Alright.
3 of the 4 players on this podcast episode.
Dramas. In what 2012 baseball film does Clint Eastwood play a baseball scout alongside Amy Adams and Justin Timberlake?
We've had this movie come up a lot, I feel like, in questions recently, and I never remember what it
I got
is.
it. I think I got it.
It was great because you're allowed to steal bases, which for some reason wasn't allowed.
I think I have it. I don't know.
I definitely don't have it.
4, 3,
Hardball.
2, 1. Chance.
Trouble with the Curve.
That is correct for 1
2 for
point.
2.
And Paul.
Trouble with the Curve.
All right, perfect game.
Question number 3 in the category of 90s movies.
I was born
So before
in
you
that decade.
Pretty much. What actor plays Furious Styles, father of Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character in Boys in the Hood?
Ooh.
And
Boys
that is
in-
actually how it's spelled.
Boys in
Boys
Boys in
Boys in
the
the Hood.
Yeah, I sounded really cool saying that. Boys in
Look at your
the
answers.
Not even gonna guess. Forrest Whitaker. I'm not even gonna write it.
2,
I don't know.
1. Paul.
I don't know.
Oh, and Chance Ellison.
Lawrence Fishburne.
That is correct for 1
Damn.
point. So Ellison, a perfect game, near miss there by Oyama, but there are still several questions left.
Chance going up.
Round 4 to be precise, or maybe a bonus if somebody gets a perfect round. Category or question number 4 in the category of animated. Tony Goldwyn, Minnie Driver, Glenn Close, Lance Henriksen, and Rosie O'Donnell all lend their voices to what 90s animated film?
Ooh.
Listen,
Oh, wait, I had it and then I lost it.
that was my heyday of
I know.
those and snap bracelets.
So nothing different.
Nothing. No, I really have not changed at all.
Same.
Since the 90s.
I
Same.
love this movie.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, no.
1. Chance.
Tarzan.
Tarzan is correct for 1 point.
Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Also correct.
Nice. Nice.
Right?
I got 3-4 right now.
I couldn't get Land Before Time out of my head, and this is why I only should react to
Oh my gosh, I can't watch that movie without completely falling for like
Yeah.
Aliens. Really pronunciation.
Yeah, well,
Aliens.
it's very important because it's not to be confused with Alien,
No.
different director,
Gotta really.
universe.
Yeah, let's be real. I'm here on this reaction because I give good commentary and vibes, not because I give good answers.
3, 2,
Oh,
1. Paul.
Bishop.
That is correct. And
Bishop.
Bishop.
Oh,
Correct. So, Nat, Chance has not missed yet.
Perfect game so far for Chance.
Absolutely is. All right. Next question in the category of comedies. Not going to do it.
How? What a laugh track we just
There
had.
it is. Good job, studio audience. Natalie Portman starred opposite Ashton Kutcher in what 2011 romantic comedy?
I know.
You got your rom-com. There you go.
I can't even write my own name that fast.
5,
Not really
4,
wrong.
3, 2,
Just
1.
friends.
Starting with Chance.
No strings attached.
That is
Yep.
correct. And Paul also had it.
Still a perfect round for
Still a
Chance. Pretty
perfect
intense.
round 1 for Mr. Chance Ellison. All right.
Question 7.
As Mark Ellis would like to say, your penultimate question here in round number 1.
The 7th
Second
question.
to last.
Going with horror thriller. Which actress stars as a young mother who may be carrying the devil's child in Rosemary's Baby?
Like that.
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh shit.
You're a really awful person.
You may be carrying it.
Maybe.
I feel really good if a doctor told me that. You may be carrying it.
Crap.
4,
Early Grace Moretz.
2, 1. Paul.
Mia Farrow.
That is correct. Point and
Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow is also correct. Chance Ellison.
Did you get it? Yeah, I saw Mia.
Right on his heels there.
I was like, I initially put Mia Farley, and I was like, no, it's. They scratched it out real quickly.
Really big.
The cousin of esteemed comedian Will Farley, Mia Farley.
Question.
Wham bam. There you go.
Question.
Hey,
This question comes to you.
am I gonna get one in round 1? Let's see. Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank
so
you,
much
Jeremy.
for supporting the show in the category of new releases.
Thanks, Jeremy.
What actress voices Queen Whatever a Wannabe in the Lego Movie 2, the second part?
I would guess the spell.
Clever, Roxy. Don't you get it? It's whatever I want.
For those keeping up at home, this is 0 and 8 for me. Kristen Bell.
4, 3, 2, 1. Chance?
Tiffany Haddish. Stuck on that, Oyama.
Ooh.
Tiffany Haddish, and we can keep the language clean for the kids.
Tiffany Haddish.
Oh,
Correct.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see if Chance gets his perfect question now.
It's 6 out of 8.
All right. So, because Chance Ellison, you did have a perfect round 1, you will be receiving a bonus question.
This is the match he wants to have it in, too.
So there is no need to write it down. Roxy?
Here we go. Here's the bonus question. Which Oscar-winning actor plays a young man named Marius, a student revolutionary, in
Tom
2012? Les Miserables.
Eddie Redmayne.
That is correct.
Yep.
Not even a beat.
Good round, Alex. What'd you go? Did you tie with Oyama? 7? Or is it?
It would be hypothetical. No, without the bonus question, I had 6. I had 6.
Ah, 6 without bonus. Okay.
Yeah, but I had that bonus. But that's,
I'm tied with Emma Fife and Roxy. I might as well not even be playing this one.
Round number 2 is the infamous wheel round.
That's fine. I knew that going in, guys. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Don't put me in the singles or the teams league for Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I will be terrible.
The category that you spin, you are awarded 1 mulligan or a do-over.
I do okay in Intergeekdom.
if you were on the showdown, I know you, like you said, you wouldn't be or anything, but hypothetically, what would your categories be if you were?
Ooh, outside of Intergeekdom ones, besides comic book movies, stuff like that, I'd give Nolan. Other generic ones that are probably good. I'd probably do okay in comedies and action.
I feel like I would do the worst in comedies. I would probably again have rom-coms, coming of age.
You are in the lead.
And I think I would be okay with 90s movies.
To your opponent.
90s movies are hard because so much of them are like
Yeah, a lot of them
I
are.
watched growing up, so they kind of blur together. New releases, I would actually be pretty good with. I think I could do new release as well, but I don't know. On this wheel, if I'm picking Spinner's Choice. I think that's the category I would take. Oh, Quentin Tarantino would actually be another really good
We
comedy.
haven't really seen too many of Chance's. He hasn't admitted too many weaknesses.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it think are on this wheel? What do you think would be his?
Let's see, Weekend.
He's saying that his weaknesses would be Jim Henson or family films.
Yeah, I don't know. He really likes Pixar films.
That'd be rough. Oh, see, we have our answer right there. 70s films.
Yeah. So 70s would probably strictly be it.
Okay.
I'm not too okay for that. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see how I'm doing for it.
All right. Chance Roxy will be administering your questions.
I'm not going to bother to write it down because he's not writing his down.
Okay.
Thriller.
Really?
Question number 1. Kurt Russell stars as a motorist whose wife is kidnapped in which 90s thriller?
Choice.
Is it A, Breakdown, B, Nick of Time, C, The Vanishing, D, California?
D, California.
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 Yeah, but also I would have done that wrong. I was like, I only would have had it with multiple choice.
Yeah.
Nick of Time.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Breakdown.
Damn.
Oh, I would have gone down wrong anyway.
Yeah.
Breakdown
There's the
there.
breaks.
Them knowing the answers to that question.
True.
Thinking that Ellison is not too thrilled with the category of thrillers.
Going to this next question. Which actor plays the character of Leo Barnes in both The Purge Anarchy and The Purge Election Year?
Frank O'Hara.
That is correct.
Yeah.
2 points.
I did know that one coming in.
I did not know that one.
I couldn't place his name. I was just like Crossbones. Like I just kept thinking that, but
Yeah, I know. It's like I was thinking of that, but I couldn't remember his name.
I know.
I know him from other movies.
Worried. How much is the initial ransom that the terrorists demand before they'll free Paul?
$10 million. That's a fucking 3-point question. I want to point that out. 2. Buried with Ryan Reynolds. I do know the movie.
Oh, I never saw that movie.
Things like
It's okay.
raspberries.
It's just okay.
That's for good things, yeah.
Yeah,
10 million.
In 5.
Multiple choice.
Well, then, here we go. Is it A, $1 million, B,
10 million
$2
isn't on there, so you know
million,
I would have got that
C,
wrong.
$5 million, D, $7 million.
2 million. B. That's my new answer.
These are people with money.
All
I'm gonna go with 5.
Answer in 5.
Speaking options.
Is it A, $1 million, B, $2 million, C, $5 million,
Simple 2.
$7 million?
5.
That is correct for 1 point.
Bullshit.
Way to stay in there. Right.
Could have asked me
For
who
this next
plays
question, your last
the person in the
round.
coffin for 1 point.
Who plays David Dunn's wife, Audrey,
Audrey.
in the 2000 superhero thriller Unbreakable?
Robin Wright.
That is correct
That
for
is
2
correct.
points. All right, so Ellison maybe wasn't the happiest with the category that he's fun. It certainly isn't one of his strengths, but I mean, he hung in there. And
Yeah, he only missed 3 points in that round. It's not bad.
So Oyama has got to get a category that he is pretty strong in to make up this point deficit right now. So here's the
Boo.
spin.
I forgot Robin Wright was in that movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
What's
a certain
Oyama
way
get?
that likes to talk a lot.
What's he get? He's gonna get Robin Williams. That's my bet right now.
All right, let's see. What is it going to be?
Uh,
It looks like
New releases.
New releases.
Keep it.
Sticking with it, Emma.
My man.
All right.
I would have wanted to see Quentin Tarantino, but let's see new releases.
Go. New releases. Question number
I'm
one.
writing one right now.
Number 1.
Question number 1, new releases.
This movie takes
No,
place
like 14
in
on
San
yours.
Jose, California, and is
27, 23.
through computer and cell phone screens.
Searching.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points. Add them to the board.
2 points. All right. In Mary Poppins Returns, who plays Michael Banks? Michael Banks.
Ben Whishaw.
That is correct for 2 points.
Going strong in this round so far.
Here we go. Who directed 2018's Mary Queen of Scots?
Mary Queen of Scots.
Josie O'Rourke.
That is correct for 2 points.
Get it, Paul.
And then finally, in Overlord, the science lab is located beneath what kind of building?
The church.
That is correct for 2 points. Man,
Yeah.
Paul Oyama making
Close
a
the gap.
comeback
That
there.
was
Wow,
like
the lead. Wow.
Is
Those weren't easy early releases. You know, new releases.
going to bring us to
but
round
there also I noticed that I mean all those that were new releases, they were like in the past like few months.
Yeah,
Like,
those are new. Those are December onwards.
like in November, December.
Right. Yeah, Overlord probably came out in November or so, but
3 points.
Yeah.
yeah, those have been all
Those are
really
all releases. Yeah.
right. So really hoping we'd get really close and just do all the summer blockbusters I've been watching right now. Give me Godzilla. Give me
All Godzilla movies.
yeah. Literally, I just need a category for me in my singles league. I'm just like summer blockbusters within this past 3 months. That's it.
Guys, let's do that. All the summer blockbusters that came out like all in May. So
Right, I know. Main Jews drain my wallet.
Godzilla, we got
John
Aladdin.
Wick, Endgame.
Mhm.
I know there's another one. Toy Story's about to drop.
Fair, though, 18, you kind of have to
We got Mama.
but,
Yeah.
Chance, how about you?
6, 17, 8.
All right. So we're in round 3. 15-14. Chance is about to get his first question.
17, somebody sounds like maybe a Jay Washington, not
I'm mad.
happy with those choices of numbers. Apparently does not like the number 8. All right, so here we go. All right. Chance, your first question is up first, your 2-pointer, and Roxy will be asking your 2-point question. Category number 6.
Category number 6. The category corresponds with Judd Apatow. The question is, Adam Sandler stars as a comedian who is dying of cancer in what
Punch Drunk Love.
Oh,
Yes, Al.
Wait.
funny people.
That is correct.
Funny
2
people.
points.
The trash talk is starting now.
Yes, here it is. Here it is. Paul Oyama, getting tired of the pretending like you don't know the answer to a question bit.
Aren't we all?
I'm tired.
I have to agree. All right. So, Paul, I will be asking you your 2-point question. You chose category number 7.
And
which
classics.
corresponds to crime films. Okay, a lot more enthusiasm for crime than the number 8. Right. So, crime. Jake Gyllenhaal stars as a man obsessed with catching a killer terrorizing San Francisco in what 2007 David Fincher.
Nightcrawler story.
50 yards, or do I walk it? Zodiac.
That is correct for 2
Oh,
points.
wait, I see what you did one. My bad.
Yeah, I was thinking of the
Chose category number 7.
17 corresponds with
the one with Hugh Jackman.
All right.
Prisoner.
Prisoners, yeah.
He's probably been studying.
For 3 points, Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson co-starred in what 2 romantic comedies?
Hey, so
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and Full.
We're going to need 2 answers.
Two
2 answers.
romantic comedies?
Read the question.
Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson co-starred in what 2 romantic comedies?
I was the guy in 10 days. Wolves Gold.
Correct.
That is
3
correct.
points.
He did get there.
He did. He got there. There was it took a little encouraging. But, challenge competitors, we would encourage you to listen to the whole question in the future.
Before shouting out other friends.
Yes.
Chance out here like, my man. Don't ever worry about this
Paul
question.
now bounces back to you. We have got, you chose number 18, which corresponds to the category of 70s films.
Ooh.
In One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, McMurphy tries to get his fellow patients to vote for the chance to watch what special sporting event on television?
Shit, I don't know. The World Series?
What special sporting event?
Stanley Cup?
5,
Stanley Cup?
4,
Where the Blues win? Not until this year?
correct. In One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, McMurphy tries to get his fellow patients to vote for the chance to watch what special sporting event on television?
The Super Bowl?
That is incorrect. We're looking for the World Series.
All right. Oh my gosh, we've never even seen it.
So here is where we stand.
There's only a couple worth watching. And I wasn't going to say WrestleMania and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
This, then Chance Ellison will walk away victorious. However, should he answer correctly, it will then bounce back to Chance, who will have the chance to answer
This movie, I swear, Sabrina.
and win the game.
Ooh.
All right, so Paul, you chose category number 2. Corresponds to romance.
Romance.
Okay. Who wrote and directed the 1954 romantic classic Sabrina?
Billy Wilder.
That is correct
Wow.
for 5 points.
Did everything he can.
Good pull.
Oyama stays in the game, so here we are again.
All comes down to
Roxy, it all comes down to
It's
this.
going to be Chance with a
Ellison is
5.
now going to answer his 5-point question.
It's a tricky position. You don't want to be in that spot where you're like,
He'll win, and he will go
100%.
Yeah.
JTE or Liz Shannon Miller in a #1 contender match at the Collision. However, should he miss, then Paul Oyama will get that #1 contender match.
As big as it gets. Here we go.
Here we go.
Gosh, I had no idea.
Corresponds with the category of spy. Spy movie.
5 movies.
5-point question. What 1984 film stars Henry Thomas as a young boy on the run with his imaginary friend after he intercepts spy secrets hidden inside a video game?
Oh!
It's Chance.
No, it's not Tron, is it?
It's not Tron. That would be a spy movie.
Is looking at his watch.
Yeah,
again.
that's right.
The answer there. 5, 4,
Read the question.
3.
What 1984
His
film
imaginary
stars
friend after he
Henry
intercepts
Thomas
spy-
as a young boy on
Fuck,
the
it
run
might be Tron,
with his
though.
imaginary friend after he intercepts spy secrets hidden inside a video game?
Right. Still
Yeah,
unclear.
I
Still
don't know.
unclear. I guess we're gonna find out in 5,
Read the question.
4. Okay.
War games?
That is your. Nope. I guess you still technically.
What 1984 film stars Henry Thomas as a young boy on the run with his imaginary friend after he intercepts spy secrets hidden inside a video game?
Oh,
The way you say it. I say it differently every time.
Oh,
5,
I'm learning to
4,
absolutely.
3, 2. And your winner!
Get it. What is it? Say the answer.
Wow, I really thought he was doing the thing. Cloak and dagger. Cloak and dagger.
Cloak and Dagger?
oh shit. That's one of the harder questions in round 3 we've had in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Both of them had solid round 3 questions, though. But like those are all both older movies, and those are the movies I would figure would trip both of them up because of their age.
Yeah, absolutely. That was like a lot harder than I thought it would be. Well, because I feel like sometimes I do like softball questions in the 3rd round, especially in the past few months. I feel like they've been like that.
Yeah. Whew. Before we get into the post-round interviews, I just want to say
Well, our guts were telling us right when we predicted this earlier on. So there you go.
That's an Action Army dude for you right there, Paul Oyama. Now, part of the dungeon, another wonderful faction. All right, let's check this post-game interviews. What time dot are you on? On the video.
Thank you so much, ladies. I'm here with
What's your time mark on the video?
Chance.
I'm at 37:22.
So you're like 10 seconds ahead of me.
No, well, you can see it because I lost the match. I did not know the answer. I knew Cloak and Dagger was the film. Could not tell you anything about Cloak and Dagger until this very moment.
Do you think that you maybe have some blind spots?
Or disadvantage, you say I have, turned into my biggest advantage. My youth, my youngness, show the period. I can retain more than, do you think Rogue can retain more than me with his 175-year-old brain?
You gotta love Roga Slash.
Obviously, this is a tough loss for Corruption. You guys really wanted that #1 contender match. Ken, you have any thoughts on this?
Jennifer, we're not going to lie. I looked across at Mike. We made eye contact. It was a sweet moment, except we know that this is tough for Corruption. Grace and I want more, and we want more on a chance, but we're not going to hold chance to that fire. A loss is a loss. It's not the end of the world. Paul, I'm not happy for him, but Kaiser, I'm happy for him. He takes a lot to get here. He has to request work off, umpiring Class A ball games drunk. And I'm happy for him. He's been a real nice presence here in the league. A little loud, but
I thought it coming from him.
Loud
don't
presences.
let your head fall too far to the ground. Look up. Future's still bright for you. You'll still need those sunglasses.
Mike, and obviously you've got a lot going on right now with Intergeekdom stuff and singles matches.
Still got a lot of team league stuff there.
Absolutely.
Loss is a loss. It hurts sometimes when you do it, but you learn what you can from it. You come back stronger than ever before. That's what happens. Great competitors, they take the loss in stride, and they learn their mistakes. You learn your weaknesses. Practice. You come back stronger than ever before. I've proved that. He's going to prove it.
Well said. And if you can learn from anyone in this league as far as how to bounce back, it's this guy right here. So
Not wrong. Mike has
Grace.
been one of the
Any
biggest
words?
bounce back players in the whole league.
I
Easy.
just want to let Kaiser know if he's worried about me registering with the police, A, that's not a thing, and B, feel free to give me a ride, honey.
I have no idea what that was about, but I don't want to know. Back to you. All right, I'm back with Paul Oyama, Kaiser,
Ooh.
Super. Nice to see you.
Look at the boys back in town, everybody.
Did you think he knew that and he was just kind of drawing it out?
I definitely thought he was milking it. I feel like most people should know Cloak and Dagger, at least its existence. But I definitely thought he knew it. So I thought he was just milking the clock. I was just waiting for him to answer, and that moment never came. Sorry, Chance.
Do you feel like he looked past you maybe to the #1 contender match?
See him go
I think he was.
someone.
I don't know if he looked past me.
I don't want to say intense. I just want to say I want him to fight like a veteran player now. Essentially, I want to see him go against a Roka or
JTE.
Wolf, even. But also Clark Wolf, I believe she's like they're actually part of the lower ranks technically now. They're on the second tier.
They just dropped down because they said they're going to be inactive for
because of their ranking, but they've had each of them had had 15 matches or something at this point.
right.
In goals, so it doesn't really compare.
I think it will be.
Kaiser, I mean, you've been having a great run lately. I mean, aren't you undefeated?
I'm undefeated. I got 3 of the 4 matches at Collision are being represented by people from the dungeon, so that's a good thing.
It's not wrong.
And
Damn.
well,
It's pretty fantastic.
I'm busy getting Paul ready, so why don't we have Mr. Zipper represent me in the manageable? Sound good?
Wait, what? You probably have to run that by some people.
By who?
I don't know. People.
Yeah, I don't talk to any of those people. I'll send a smoke signal, whatever I got to do. They'll get the message. They're listening to me right now. It's just, it comes down to this. First of all, I'm happy we won.
That's pretty dope. We're going to see Zipper in the manageable.
Race. I go out to my car tonight.
That's interesting.
That woman's dangerous. She's like 5'1".
Well, Smash is already in a match.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really curious to see who Roxy chooses. I mean, considering she has both Draco and Snyder. But also I really want to see her actually recruit someone for singles. I want her to recruit like a baby player to be one of her primary singles competitors.
Right.
So, she already has like a belt champion right now on her, like with her. Also, I would love to see someone I think would be paired really well with is honestly looking at the roster. I think
This is for Roxy's faction, the odd faction.
yeah, for Roxy's faction, I can definitely see Liz Shannon Miller. She made a comment or so before being like, yeah, that's what we look for, when recruiting.
Right.
When she's referring to like being smart when doing the plays and using challenges and JTEs. I think also just trying to think of some other, if like the Horsemen were hypothetically to get a baby player, I would love to see them try to recruit the kid, Brendan the Kid, only for the kid to be like, actually, I really want to go with Bibbs.
Right.
I think that would be really, really funny, considering he did just so well during the free for all. You can't deny that fantastic amount of knowledge that kid has.
Oh, so good in the faction.
Wonderful.
His personality would really jive. I mean, I don't know. The kid's personality is kind of hard to jive with anyway because he's just a sunshiny person, and there's not really anybody like him.
Absolutely. I feel like he needs someone almost to kind of mute him out a little bit, if that makes sense.
And I love how that's normal always
down a little bit, without making me sound like an asshole, you know. Because he's just so chill. He's so nice, you know, and positive. I really kind of want someone to be like mean on his behalf, essentially, if that makes sense.
Like I feel like we'd always need a Kaiser to sit here and even get some bad math out of like even representing for it.
Exactly. Also, I mean, where's he gonna be? I mean, he did just lose on. No, he didn't just lose. But I mean, like we haven't seen him go. We want to see him go against someone pretty cool. I think him going up against Kid, or I don't want to see him go against Makuga. That'd be a weird combination.
Yeah, Makuga's been pretty active this single season, so I wouldn't rule that out. But Del Rio against. What's
I have the ranking right now, and Del Rio is ranked number 21 out of the 22, and the person above him is Brendan, the Kid Meyer, and above him again is the Godfather McQueenie, and below him is Makuga.
That ranking is so huge
right there.
Could you imagine Del Rio or the Kid going against Drew McQueenie right off the bat?
That's pretty intense.
It's ridiculous.
McQueenie, he just doesn't do well with singles, unfortunately. He's
really doesn't
so knowledgeable, but sometimes it just doesn't come through as in part of singles. Oh.
We get into a post-credit scene here.
Yeah, Roka.
Yeah.
So for Roxy Strider, myself, Mark Ellison.
I'm working my way through the credits still. Hold on.
I am Emma Fife. Thank you once again to all of you for watching the movie Trivia Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.
All right, let's see these post-credits.
What's up? Dan said you got something to say to me?
That's correct. I do. Well, I want you to know there's a manager role coming up.
Yeah.
Managers are picking somebody from their faction to play for them. It's for control of the league for a month. Okay. No, baby. No. Riley? No. Merle? It's got other fish to fry. I want you.
You want me to what? Want me to represent you?
No. Represent the person. We take this. We control the league. You have Emma, little Sam and me. Right on the bar.
What just happened? I don't know what just happened. I do not understand.
That's why you did that. Trying to believe that. Okay. Good.
Two. By the way, I like what you did with the place.
I was in Paris.
So far we have 2 of the 4 people, 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5 for the Manager Bowl. Players in it. We have Zipper and Roka revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, Dagnino looks like he's got the strongest horse. I hate to say that because that's a Roka compliment by the skies. Gross.
Mm-hmm.
But real quick before we wrap up on this one, and something that I'll say that we should cover, I guess whoever's covering tomorrow's podcast episode, covering the league matches. What does a Dagnino league look like for 1 month? Is it Bateman just in title matches all month? Like,
honestly, I don't know, but I don't want it. I really just don't like Dagnino at all. I understand his character and everything, but I just don't like him. I don't like his character. I don't like him as a person. I just can't get behind it. I can't.
I would agree. I think that it's a tricky one to have Dagnino in there, and plus it's a 5 horseman thing. And even if I still kind of like Ben, that damn traitor. The rest of that faction is kind of doing its own thing. We don't need that. We want Gosh, I don't know if we have to pick. All right, we'll wrap this episode with this. So let's say this: who do we want to win the Manager Bowl, Alex? We got Stryer, Jay, Kaiser,
Burnett.
Dang, that's right, Burnett's in there. Oh, fucking stupid easy question. It's the Burnett faction. Let's get Burnett taking over this whole league.
So I was like waiting for you to be like.
I forgot that. I knew I was forgetting something. 4 or 5, but then you mentioned
Are you
Burnett.
trying to say that we are not going to get the best faction ever?
I wouldn't mind Kaiser winning it. Zipper being like easily the underdog, and probably whoever's going to get announced on that would be crazy, because I could see Jay just being like, "Here's Ethan Irwin," and that's like,
yeah.
Ooh,
However, though, keeping that in mind, I mean, I do know that Kaiser initially, I feel like his initial go-to is automatically to go with Smets. However, Smets has been very vocal about how he doesn't feel confident enough to go into singles yet. If you were to go into singles, you would at least require at least 6 months in order to prepare,
right.
And that takes time, obviously, and to do that. So, and it's been, as far as prepping for IG, that took a very long time and so much preparation already, and that's only for for a limited number of films and
right. Fraction of what we'd be seeing in singles league, so it's a big difference. And it's not that I don't think Smith couldn't. I mean, we know Smith is an absolute monster when it comes to some of his study stuff, which we keep secret here at the Call to Action podcast. Some of he's told us, but we're not going to say shit. But yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, I mean, really, it would have to be Oyama or Zipper, and Oyama's kind of already got his hands full doing the singles run right now. So let's give Zipper another chance. Hell yeah, I like Zipper. I think that the beat 'em up character, I think that's going to be a good rise for him to just redeem himself and come on out of it.
I hope that is the case. I would hate for him to lose so many times,
right.
Unfortunately, only to find out he never wins. I feel like that's not just anticlimactic, obviously, but it would be very disappointing, since we really want to see him succeed. We want to cheer him on, because he does. It's clear he does work hard, and he has been doing this for a very long time, especially compared to a lot of these newer players that are coming in, already so prepared for these matches compared to some of the older players when they came in, obviously. So I just really want him to blow us out of the water.
I do too. I think he's got that potential. He's that sleeper underdog black horse waiting to happen, but I think he needs to get himself back into the game, his head back into the
Zipper, Z-Man, zippity doo dah, whatever.
Zoltan. The Zolt. I wish he'd gone Zoltan off of
Zoltan, that would have been a great name.
That would have been a much better. All right, sorry, Zipper.
What would your nickname be?
Oh gosh, I love bringing this up every chance I get. It would be Dylan Hotcakes Camacho. And if you've seen it on Facebook, I've posted this many times, I would sit there and would deliver controversial hot takes, which I'd call hotcakes. And then I would sit there and deliver people pancakes throughout the match.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine doing interviews and just casually chatting movie reviews over breakfast and pancakes?
This sounds amazing. This sounds
I would be totally into that. Start a channel. Let's do it. Let's set up a Patreon.
Welcome to the Call to Breakfast podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Camacho, and today we are
exactly.
Yes.
Take my money, Dylan.
Yeah.
Just take it all. You have all the great ideas.
All right, guys. That is our call to action reaction to Chance v. Who did he just lose against? Paul Oyama. There we go. Sorry, it's a little bit late.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Woo.
That was such a great match. Oh my gosh. It was solid.
Tell us what you think below in the comments. What do you got for the Manager Bowl? What directions are you thinking? Do you like Zipper? That's a controversial thing on this podcast. Some of us like him, some of them don't. And they're wrong. Zipper's great. As we're closing this one out, Alex, where can they catch you at?
Find us on Twitter. I run the Call to Action Twitter page. Like us, share us, retweet us. Just follow us. And, because when you interact with them, you interact with me. And I love hanging out and chatting action and Schmoedown with you guys. I'm here for it. I love to talk Schmoedown all the damn time. It is my cup of tea. But yeah, catch us on there. And you can check us out on Facebook as well. There's a bazillion pages we are involved with. Obviously, the Team Action page, that's not as much anymore. Yeah, the Team Action, Action Industries, obviously. There's so many other pages, just the Movie Trivia Schmoedown pages, obviously, the Fan Leagues, Multiplex, but also most, the Kaiser faction ones as well, which is
Heads represent.
there's just so much going on, and just be involved in the groups and everything, and because we love chatting and hanging out with you guys. We really do. It's a very fun, interactive fandom we've really created and love to be a part of. So we love all everyone else that loves to be a part of it as well.
We're blessed to be doing what we do. We love what we do. We don't get paid a dime for it. We actually spend more money than we do anything for this.
That's very true.
It is because we love sitting here interacting with you guys, which is why you can catch me at CAMACH Octopus at Twitter. I've been trying to stay more active for everybody. You can catch me in most of Alex's posts on the Call to Action podcast Twitter things. We get into drama sometimes. You can check it out for all the spiciest recent things going on. We sat here and welcome to the Call to Mike podcast. Fresh with mics across the board now, because we're getting that nomination.
We're getting
that award this year. Coming for it, Frank Janis. If you're watching this episode right now,
listen up. We're coming for you. We're coming.
We're getting that award this year. You're gonna see us.
We're getting it.
And we will never be invited to Schmoedown Awards after what we probably do if we do win it.
I'm not kidding. That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. But you can also.
We're gonna get up on that stage when the time comes, and we're just gonna be like, yeah.
They're gonna have to play us off. I guarantee you, they're gonna have to roll that music, and we're gonna be like, no, we ain't finished.
No, I can't do that, man. Not live. And we're like,
yeah. Before we wrap up, we can always plug Ben Bateman at Ben Bateman Media and at Andrew Guy for Andrew Guy. Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Follow Action Industries. Follow all the good action stuff. Follow all the people, man. Support everything in Schmoedown. All these small little groups, all the big groups. We are great. I love being able to talk with you guys. Be in there, be involved. You'll always see one of our names coming through from the podcast. We love you guys. We will talk to you here soon. We'll have a new episode coming up, hopefully in a day or so, covering all the matches from this week, kind of just getting a little bit more in depth in it. Alex, you got anything else to add before we wrap?
Honestly, no. But I do want to give you guys a heads up. We are going to be doing a few more live reactions. Although I will not be participating personally. I have some stuff going on, so you're going to be missing me for a few weeks. So this is going to be my last one until maybe late July, early August, around then. So just want to give you a heads up there. But I will still be on Twitter. I will still be on Facebook and stuff. So just because I can't be away from Schmoedown, because Schmoedown live.
Everybody send your love to Alex Mack for being gone for that little bit of time. I'm gonna miss her on this whole time because that leaves me with James and then the rest of the Call to Asian podcast that we will be trying to take over in this meantime, so that when Alex comes back, she has a welcoming crowd to sit here and say, "We've taken over finally."
Also have Action Cat as well.
Action Cat, of course.
Action Cat.
Everybody get these views in while we can. We're not milking animals for the views. That's not true. We will do anything for these views. We want that award for Janet. Everything. But all right, guys, this is another awesome episode. We will see you here very, very soon. We salute you.
Bye. Yes, thanks for having us. Bye.